All right, all right.
Hold on, why is it? I can't see your. Okay, all right. Okay, I'm ready. Okay. Welcome everyone to the Football Amigo Show. It's your boy Mide, and yes, I am very excited. We have just finished the game Arsenal versus United. United beating Arsenal at the Emirates 3-2. We had amigos. We had to jump on. We had to jump on. I cannot like the joy in my. I don't know if you can see the joy in my face, but I am so happy for this team. And I mean. Amigos, where is Ayo? I can't see Ayo. Where is he? I'm looking for him. I can't see him. Well, the show must go on. Sam, how are you today?
I'm thankful what a game of football that we just saw. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't see that coming. I thought we've seen it all. I thought United is just change of coach is a new thing, but it's probably not gonna get them good result. But two back-to-back wins against big opponents and outstanding performance as well. You can't go wrong with those. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to hear about your own your thoughts as well. Yeah, talk to me. How are you feeling
Absolutely,
as a United fan?
absolutely. I am beside myself with joy with this team. I mean, this is a team that potential was always there,
Mm.
and people would say, "Oh, Amram, Amram, Amram." He is one coach. He has his system. He has his way. But at the end of the day, I think what has happened to United is one word: simplicity. That's it. That's it. Carrick has brought in simplicity to this team and has put them in a formation that is showing again United's DNA. I am so excited. Amigos, like, share, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts about the comments about the game. Uh, again, United. That's United for you. That's United for you. We do not give up. We keep going. We just keep going. And not only were the substitutions were absolutely on point, but the goals, oh my word. Oh my word. And here's the thing, amigos. You can watch games as a fan and you can watch games as a coach. I watched that game as a coach because I wanted to see if what we did last week against Man City when we beat them 2-0 at Old Trafford, by the way. Yeah, we did. And then we played a Arsenal team that are top of the table. They have done well. Recently, they haven't been good. I have to say this. And then you come into a game where you're playing at home. Yes, they absolutely dominated possession, and we kind of knew that was going to happen. It played into Man United's strategy, let them have the ball. We defend in a 4-4-2 formation, shut it down. As soon as they get past the midfield, we engage. And there were moments where at about 20 minutes, we started to engage them into their own box. We started to press more. We timed our pressing, and I thought that was very clever from Carrick. But again, it goes back to simplicity. You put them in a formation with a back four. You put players that can possess the ball. You put players that can carry the ball. That's the key here. And then you give Bruno a position where he can roam and make things happen on his own. And then have Casemiro and Meno behind him covering the defense and still supplying the passes. Again, simple, very simple. You still have wingers. You don't have wingbacks anymore now. You have wingers. And Dogu, what a signing. What a signing. Even after everyone really didn't think the best of him. What a signing. And it's funny, amigos. Here's another lesson, not just simplicity in life, but when you practice something over and over and over again, it's been scientifically proven. When you do something for 10,000 hours, you will become a master at it. If there's something you want to do well, take the time to practice it. There was a video that was released this week, and I was watching Dogu. He was taking shots from outside of the box consistently. Someone will give him the ball, he'll pass it back, he'll run around the pole, receive it with his back foot, and take the shot. All the shots were outside of the box. And I noticed it, and I'm like, okay, it seems to me that Dogu is not really a left back. He can play there, but he wants to be adventurous. He wants to carry the ball. And lo and behold, he scores today. and a beautiful goal. And not just where he shot it from by his left foot, by the way, it's the combination with Bruno. It's that right there is what opens up defenders. And we'll talk about Arsenal as well and why their strategy didn't work today. But I'm going to focus on United first, Sam. Again, United realized we're not going to have the ball in the first half. Have it, right? Yes, the odd mistake will happen. They scored. Fine. We knew they were going to score one of their goals with corner kicks. Arsenal is amazing at that. But the mentality to keep going, the mentality to make the right substitutions, the mentality to realize that leading into Arsenal's strategy that didn't work, Arsenal, Sam, are very good at defending in their box. So what did Carrick do? Keep it simple. Let's take shots from outside of the box. Simple. Because at the end of the day, when you have very good defenders in the box, you can't break them down. Well, take the shots from outside of the box. By the time they press out, that gap will open. If you get it on target, you score. And that's exactly what Dogu did. And then to top it off, they score a corner kick. Fine. We cleared it off the line, but the ball went past the line. Okay. It is what it is. And then you have, again, that combination on the left side between Bruno, Cunha, Maino, back and forth, switching the play. We get Cunha into a position where he's running at defenders. That's where he's best. But do you realize where he shot the ball from, Sam? Again, he shot it from outside of the box. He didn't drive it into the box because, again, tactical discipline, sharpness. He knew that if you get into that box, they will block you. Shoot it from outside of the box. And immediately he curved that ball. That was it. There was nothing the defense could do. From an Arsenal perspective, they didn't get their tactics right in the second half, Sam. When you've seen what Saka has done on the right side with Shaw, yes, there were moments where he beat Shaw, but there were moments where Shaw got him as well. And to me, it was a 50-50 battle. Shaw didn't have him in his pocket at all. But then Ateta decided to bring in bring in Madueke. And in my mind, I'm thinking, why are you subbing like for like? And then why are you taking Saka from where he's strong at on the right to the left? Why are you doing that? Do you tell him to cross the ball with his left from the right side? Why don't you just bring in Martinelli? And here's why. Arsenal look good when they're in your box. They know how to keep the ball. Their intricate passes creates that opening for you to score. And Martinelli is very good at that. We've seen how he's done that in the Champions League. Why not bring him in when you subbed out Trossard? Why would you bring in Madueke? And then when you bring in Madueke, he wants to take the glory and then he shoots. He's either he shoots over the bar or he runs the ball out of the line. And even when he tried to cross, he wasn't crossing it right. I didn't get that decision. I didn't at all. He should have taken Trossard like he did, bring in Martinelli. Martinelli would get that ball into the box where you want Jokeres move making the run, and it's either he shoots or he finds Jokeres or he finds even Declan Rice at the end of the box to take the shots when he's in the box. That's what he should have done. You shouldn't have brought in Madueke. If you're going to bring in Madueke, then start him on the right in the beginning of the game. He wasn't going to do anything there at all. And then he removes Odegaard for Eze. Okay, I could kind of see what he was trying to do there. But at the end of the day, Eze is one of those players where if he gets the ball at the end of the box, he's dangerous. What did United do? United didn't even let them get into the box. So there was nothing Eze could do to try to get that ball into the box. So again, first half tactics from Arsenal worked fine. But the second half, I was just scratching my head like, why would you make that decision? Again, game of two halves for me, but that's the United I want to see. Now, here's the test, though, amigos. Our next three games is going to be against Tottenham, and Sam, correct me if I'm wrong. I believe it's going to be Tottenham, West Ham, and Fulham. I want to see how United handles a low block because you've noticed between Man City and Arsenal, these are teams that will get the ball at you. And it's perfect for us because we sit back in our 4-4-2 and we defend. This is something that I also noticed that I love that Carrick is doing. Simeone, Atletico Madrid's coach, he is great at this formation as a defensive formation. It is very difficult. And then you press up. I love that he did that. Again, simplicity. When you don't have the ball, have numbers behind the ball, and then you press at the right time and as a unit. As soon as you get the ball, then you create that counter attack. Now, again, amigos, here's the test. What are we going to do against Fulham? Fulham is going to sit back just like we will. Is that where we're going to see a different dynamic? Because now you can clearly see whenever we're playing a top team, we have a blueprint. We know how we're going to play, we know how we're going to execute, and we know we're going to score, right? Defensively, we can be better. It's against the games like Fulham, Sam, Tottenham, West Ham, where they will sit back. Tottenham, maybe not so much because they're going to go gung ho, and I think we're going to win that game. I can already see it. But the West Hams and the Fulhams, where they sit back and they counter, what are we gonna do then? That's where I want to see where Kyrie comes in with his technical notch. But the last 2 weeks, Sam, perfect, perfect.
Yeah. I know you're excited as a United fan and you want to talk about all the good things, but um, United is on a good path to turning things around. But let's look at his game real quick. I want to look at the table and look
Hmm.
at I want to drill down Arsenal's performance. For me, I think you rightly said, Saka and Madueke was not a good choice. I'm a little disappointed in Eze as well. I think it was a little sloppy. It was taking too long of it was taking too long to release the ball. Of course, putting Saka on the left side just was not a good idea. Martinez, big credit to Martinez, Casemiro for Man United, Maino
Absolutely.
as well. But Martinez just was giving Saka a hard time, forced him coming into the second half as well. I can see why Ateta would have made that change. But we can't take away credit from United because they started confidently from the very first minute. But tying it back to United and the Fulham, the upcoming games, and we literally got about 2 more minutes. What would you like Carrick to keep, and what would you like him to change? I like his substitution. Bomo step away, bring Sesko in. What that tells me is you want to stay on the you want to keep you want to be attack, focused. You want to stay up front, make sure, we drill down and get one more goal to close out the game. I like that mindset. But for you as a fan, Amigos want to know real quick, what would you like to change? What would you like to keep as a Man United fan if you were to be Carrick as well?
Great question. If I was to be Carrick, now I know I have a blueprint when I'm playing top teams that will come at me, right? And this is where Carrick, if I was Carrick as a coach, I will observe the first 10 to 15 minutes and I would see what the opponent's trying to do. If they sit back, well, here's how I will start, right? Historically, teams like Fulham will sit back and then they'll counter. And so what I will do, I will keep the back four, I will keep the midfield. The only change I would make is to move Jogu to the bench, bring in Cunha on the left. And then I would personally, I would keep Umbuemo up top. I would. And I'll tell you the reason why. And then keep Ahmad on the right. Here's why. Cunha brings you a different dynamic when he's running at you, right? And if he's running at you, what happens is the defenders will come out. They won't sit back anymore. If they sit back, Cunha is going to shoot. He's going to score from outside of the box. If they come at him, it gives players like Umbuemo or Bruno to underlap or to Ahmad to make the runs into the box. He can release it and then they can score. That's how you unlock a low block. You have to have players that can possess the ball and a little longer to be able to unlock that defensive line. If Buemo doesn't do well, then I bring in Sesko because again, Sesko is going to hold on to that ball. If Cunha is having a tough time, then I revert back to pace, bring in Dogu on the left, and then run at them and see what happens. Because at the end of the day, when you have a low block, you have to keep possession and get into their box, and then you can shoot. If you have a team that runs at you, they are going to push up. So you're not going to get the chance to get into their box unless if you're lucky or you have fast wingers. So that's when you start to stick your shots from outside of the box. That's what I would do. I would only change Dogu to the bench, bring in Cunha. I will leave Mbuemo up top because what Mbuemo does, not only does he know how to hold on to the ball, right? He also knows when to make those runs. He also knows to shoot from outside of the box, or he's clever enough to lay off a pass to make the run. It's like imagine if you join Cunha and Ahmad into one player. That's Mbuemo. That's why I would start him ahead of Sesko.
Very good point. I like what you're thinking, and we look forward to seeing more from United. I really, really wish we have Ayo here to talk about his thought of the game. But big credit to United, big congratulations to you, midday. Amigos, like, share, subscribe, do all the good things. There's a lot more exciting things coming your way. We love the sport, and I will say United has made me a liar twice in about 10 days. So we look forward
So
to
what?
seeing more exciting
So
game.
what was Liverpool's final score this weekend? Oh yeah, they lost to Bournemouth 3-2. I had to. I'm sorry. No worries. Y'all will get back hopefully.
Hopefully, good stuff, good stuff. Hey, thank you so much, amigos. Like, share, and subscribe. For those new that will be scrolling, hang in there, subscribe. You will find this channel valuable if you're a soccer loving person like we are. Peace and stay safe out there, y'all.
Awesome. Cool.